Lauren, let's jump right into topic number 1. Okay. I came up with this topic yesterday, and I thought it would be fun. I was reading an article about DC. The DC extended universe is in all kind of shambles right now.
Yes, sir.
They're recasting Superman, and like there's a bunch of different parts that are up in the air. So I thought it would be fun. I wrote this right here. With James Gunn at the helm of the DCEU, there are going to be some serious changes to the cast for DC movies. And topic number 1, let's have some fun recasting key roles with only WWE wrestlers, because this is a primarily wrestling channel. So I've compiled a pre-selected list of characters to use. We'll go through each one and explain why we made our choice. And then you guys let us know in the comments if you would have chose somebody different. And let us know if there were any cool characters that you could see being in the movies that we didn't talk about right now. So let's start off. First, right off the bat, let's go with my favorite superhero of all time. Let's recast the Batman. So who do you have?
Favorite superhero of all time, really?
Yeah, Batman's always been my favorite superhero.
All right.
I think I enjoy the fact that he doesn't have actual superpowers.
Yeah, I guess I never thought about that.
Bad man.
He's just a rich man.
Just a rich man
bitch.
with a lot of technology. He's kind of a bad man. All right, so who do you have for Batman and why?
So I thought a lot about this one, and I was like, well, who looks like
I'm interested
him?
to see if we have crossover. We haven't heard each other's list here.
So to me, like, my Batman is I don't even know his name.
Okay, so obviously
no, I know who Batman is, like, in real life, but I'm saying, like, when I think of Batman, I think of the, like,
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne. I think of the Penguin Batman. Whoever was that?
The Penguin Batman.
Yeah, whoever was when the little short man, Danny DeVito, was the Penguin.
So the Batmans have been Val Kilmer.
Yeah, that's like the 80s, right?
Yeah. Then there was, what is the other guy's name? Oh, why do I not know his name?
Late 80s, 90s Batman.
It wasn't Keith or Sutherland, was it?
I think his name might have been Keith something, but that's my Batman. I think that's who I remember Batman as.
Okay. Interesting spin on Batman there.
So, like, to me, Batman's kind of like mysterious and like manly.
Okay.
So I chose Drew McIntyre
as Batman.
Yeah. I want him to cut his hair. Like, he's a bigger man. You know, he just kind of has like that mysterious and that
he's got
voice.
the good voice. He's got the
Batman voice.
My problem is I don't know if my Batman from Gotham can sound like he's not American. I don't know. Maybe that's just stereotypical.
He can do an
of me.
American accent,
That's
like the
true.
Houseman.
That's true. Lots of actors can learn. So okay, all right, interesting.
That's my Batman.
Drew McIntyre. Well, I like it. I'm not completely mad at that. I think size wise, that's an impressive Batman.
Hi, I'm Batman.
So I chose to go more of the Robert Pattinson style of Batman. I didn't
like that Batman.
Younger, like suave millionaire look, and I went Austin Theory as Batman.
I knew that's when you said suave.
I think he has kind of the Batman's kind of like a millionaire playboy, and I think he's supposed to be like kind of the whole Austin Theory persona.
Austin Theory, even as like, I'm good, I'm bad, this new Austin Theory they have, he still has like a little bit of like a doofiness to him, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, but that's his character. I don't think Austin Theory in real life is like that. I think that's the character that he's
a mouth
playing.
breather.
Jesus. All right. So I chose Austin Theory. You chose Drew McIntyre. Let's move on. Second here is probably the most famous DC character, Superman.
Okay.
Who did you pick to be your
first?
Superman? Yeah, I think I want to hear you first, and then I'll go second.
Okay. Since actors can like dye their hair and change things about themselves, when I think of Superman,
can I jump in real quick?
Yeah.
So this is going to be a theme, I think, throughout what we do. You were sticking to a very stereotypical idea of what these characters are supposed to be.
Not all of them are.
Well, but you just said that they need to dye their hair, and I don't think. Why does Superman have to look like the Superman that we know? Proceed.
Because Superman has muscles and he has brown hair. Like, that's who Superman is.
No, I don't believe. Superman is a persona. He is not what you've been told he is. Go ahead.
That's my Superman.
Go ahead.
My Superman has brown hair and muscles.
Go ahead.
But I picked Dexter Lumis. And the reason why I picked Dexter Loomis is because he kind of has like that pointy nose. He's got a good jawbone.
This is
and
what I'm talking about. You
his
have
body's like, ugh. And then we could dye his hair black.
I don't want to talk over you. You have a very prototypical idea of what these characters could look like. Whereas I believe if I'm forming out my own DC extended universe, I don't want them to be 100% typecast in the norm.
No, I'm not of that belief at all.
I took Montez Ford. Superman is your likable character. I think if you put Montez Ford in a pair of glasses and kind of a nerdy suit,
he could be a good
pulls
Superman.
off the Clark Kent. This motherfucker flies in the ring. So it's believable that he could fly around in real life. And I think that my Superman, if I'm picking a character, I think Montez Ford, he's got the personality. He's physically imposing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he got big. Yeah.
Yeah. And I just feel like I could see him in the suit. His personality, like Superman's charismatic, right? Dexter Loomis, he doesn't have that range. He's not. Dexter Loomis is just going to stare at people. I do know.
Loomis.
I've watched enough Dexter Loomis to know that
they don't let the man talk.
He's not putting on a real performance out there in the ring. And I think that Montez Ford has the acting chops to be a solid Superman.
I'm not going to hate on your pick because I like him.
Okay, so then moving on, let's go. The next most famous, Wonder Woman. Who are you casting as Wonder Woman?
I chose Raquel Rodriguez.
All right, interesting.
And it's because, I'm going off of looks here, right? But like to me, Wonder Woman is a strong, pretty girl.
Uh-huh.
Okay, she's already got the black hair.
Okay.
She's Mexican. I think Wonder Woman's white, so I didn't go stereotypical.
So this is once again, you are too caught up in the tropes of like these characters having to have physical characteristics of like race and hair color.
Dexter Loomis.
No, I agree, but I'm saying like
blonde hair.
You're justifying your Raquel Rodriguez, and I'm okay with the pick. I think it's a solid pick, but you're justifying it by going, she's not white. Who cares?
That's what my Wonder Woman is, a white woman.
All right, so you going Raquel?
My Wonder Woman is Mexican.
Bianca Belair. I don't think there's any other choice.
Okay,
I think like,
I could see that
from the like muscular build to like the kind of happy personality. I think she fits at like you believe Bianca Belair will fuck somebody up.
I do think Bianca Belair.
Belair. Yeah, I believe Bianca. So I go. So I got Austin Theory, Montez Ford as Superman, Austin Theory as Batman, Bianca Belair as Wonder Woman. Who do you have as the Flash?
You know who I have as the Flash?
Who do you have as the Flash?
Austin Theory. It's hands down Austin Theory.
But this is obvious. I can see
obviously because I think he looks like the Flash
looks
guy.
like the Flash. He looks like the kid who plays the Flash in CW.
Yeah, he was the first person who like popped in my head. I was like, Austin Theory.
Definitely can see where we differ in our list is you are very you want a very comfortable, like recognizable commercial DCEU, whereas I'm going for a lot of what I'm doing is based on personality and how I think people respond to certain characters. The Flash to me was always a very likable character. He always kind of kept the group together, and that's why I went Sami Zayn.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
He's got the red hair and the red beard, which kind of give a little bit of the Flash.
Fire. I just think fire, Flash.
So I went with Sami Zayn because I just feel like he, like personality wise, he's the guy that keeps your group positive, keeps them together. And so that's why I think that Sami Zayn was my Flash.
Oh, nice.
All right. Let's go with our first villain.
Okay.
The Joker. And I think I honestly could predict your choice here.
Wait, I want to know, who do you think I chose as the Joker?
Seth Rollins.
No.
Really?
I did not choose him at all.
Who did you choose as the Joker?
I chose Sami Zayn as the Joker.
Interesting.
Because if he's like this happy and stuff like that, there's a little bit of darkness that could be in him. And then I thought of like Heath Ledger Joker. That's like the Joker that popped in my head.
Okay.
And then like Sami Zayn's crazy hair. And I just feel like he could bring out like a darkness.
So my first instinct was Seth Rollins, was to go Seth Rollins as the Joker. But, But I pulled back because there was somebody who I've seen recently who gives me a lot of Joker vibes. And this is once again me pulling away from, if you're going to watch my DC extended universe, don't expect the normal.
Okay.
Expect things to be very like Alice in Wonderland and flipped on top of themselves, and it's not going to look familiar. But I have Rhea Ripley as my Joker. She's got look at next time you look at Rhea Ripley.
That's
do
actually
not imagine.
That's a really good pick. But I was almost going to joke with you and say, who are you going to pick? Liv Morgan?
No, I have Rhea Ripley as the Joker.
That's
I think
actually really good because when she does the whole,
if you just dyed her hair green. Yeah. Like I'm going to Photoshop for the cover of this video, a picture of Rhea Ripley with green hair and like just slight like clown, like the hint of clown makeup. I think she could be the best looking Joker and flipping it upside down and doing the Joker as a it's very, very 2000.
Very progressive.
Very progressive.
Good job.
So that's where I'm going with the Joker. Let's go next. I have Aquaman.
Oh, that was easy.
Who'd you pick?
Who do you think I picked?
I have no clue.
Roman Reigns. He looks like
he looks
Aquaman.
exactly like Jason Momoa.
Yes, him and Jason Momoa could be like brothers.
I don't like my Aquaman. I don't like my Aquaman being the biggest person in my DC extended universe. So
Aquaman's meant to be.
I'm with you. That's a solid choice, and I think that it works on like a familiarity level.
And they kind of have similar personalities.
I went Mustafa Ali. I could see Mustafa Ali, the long hair, but it's kind of the same thing.
Kind of the same thing.
I went with a smaller version of Roman. I think Roman Reigns is too big. Like, to me, Roman Reigns is either Superman or he's not in my universe. It's the problem.
He would have made a good Superman.
He overshadows.
He didn't even cross my mind for Superman, but I just automatically, as soon as you said like Aquaman, I was like, oh, it's Roman Reigns.
He overshadows everybody to me. So I went Ricochet. I feel like I had the same idea that it was like a comfortable. He kind of has subliminally. I think
you chose Ricochet?
No. Did I say Mustafa Ali?
Mustafa Ali, yeah.
So let's go Robin, and I'll pick first because you just said it. I did Ricochet as my Robin. Once again, trying to break normal ideas. I think my Robin needs to be nimble and jump around and flip around. And
he was in the circus. Yeah, so that would make sense.
So I'm going with, I think Ricochet is my solid pick.
I'm going to go very stereotypical here.
Okay.
So I actually chose Johnny Gargano.
So once again, we see the difference in the list.
If you remember one time when he came out, I swear to God, he came out like in a Robin
themed. He had like blue, red, and yellow.
Yeah, like some sort of superhero type thing.
Agree.
But he reminds me of him. He's a little like him, and like the look is there.
Agree. Okay, so let's go Harley Quinn.
Okay, this was like a no-brainer. I mean,
so don't say Alexa Bliss because that.
It wasn't Alexa Bliss.
Did you go Liv Morgan?
I went Liv Morgan.
So that's who I had written down, but I've actually changed my mind. But go ahead and explain. Liv Morgan is to me the safest choice.
Yeah.
Of all of them. But here's what I'm going to do.
It's really, really shallow of why I chose her just because she's pretty and she looks like her.
Here's how I'm going to flip my DCEU on its head. Because I've already, if I have a female Joker, I want a male Harley Quinn. I like Dexter Lumis as like a psychotic, like prisoner Harley Quinn. Okay. Playing that role more seriously, but like maniacal, because Harley Quinn is like a so he starts as a doctor who then gets swayed by Rhea Ripley.
And he falls in love with the Joker.
Yes. And so you've got a flipped, like a little bit of a flipped
and Harley can be a boy's name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see where you're going. And that wasn't originally
with your progressiveness.
This is me freestyling because I've got Liv Morgan. I have Liv Morgan. I think that's the safest.
Well, it still would have been progressive because then they would have been lesbians.
True, that's true.
Yeah.
But I think it hit me when you said Dexter Lumis that he needed to be in this universe. And I think Harley Quinn is where I put him.
That's actually a really good one. Yeah, I could see that.
All right, Catwoman.
Zelina Vega.
Ooh, I like that.
But you want to know where my mind went? So it went like Catwoman. I remember there was like the white lady, Michelle Pfeiffer, right?
Yeah.
Then I thought of Catwoman the movie, which was Halle Berry. So then I was like, who could it be? I had like a couple different people. I almost chose.
I really
almost chose Bianca Belair. And then I went, I was like, Zelina Vega. She's like little and she kind of reminds me of a cat. Like,
I regret not having that decision. I think that was a solid decision. I think that she plays that. I went Sonya Deville.
Okay.
She's always got the leather outfit on already. and she's got kind of the features of Catwoman. Catwoman typically has, which goes against everything on my list, right? Because my list broke all the stereotypical tropes, and then I get to Catwoman, and I go Sonya Deville. But I went.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm not as confident about that pick after hearing.
I'm not either.
I think you.
I won.
You definitely won that round. And then last but not least, let's go Poison Ivy.
Okay.
Who did you have?
Becky Lynch.
So because of the hair?
No, what was it? Nicole Kidman was Poison Ivy, right? To me, Poison Ivy is kind of like a pretty, kind of like sexy lady, but kind of like mysterious.
Yes.
And like, to me, that's Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is like pretty. She's good at acting. The red hair kind of gave it to me. That was kind of what it was.
To me, Becky Lynch I feel like Poison Ivy to me has always been a smug character. I went Charlotte Flair.
I could see
Poison
that.
Ivy to me just always seems taller, always seems kind of smug and a little bit regal. And I think because we see Charlotte in the robes all the time that kind of look like they have vines. I just could see. I don't
hate that answer. So
I like Becky Lynch too, so I'm okay with that.
Okay.
But that's the ones we had. If anybody else has anybody else they wanted, that was a lot of Batman. Now that I'm noticing, we basically cast Batman with a couple extra of the Justice League. But if anybody else has any other ideas, make sure to throw those in and let us know.
Mr. Freeze, go.
Mr. Freeze. Oh, we're just freestyling now. Mr. Freeze. Triple H.
Oh, that's a good one. I went no brows, Bobby Lashley.
Ooh, I like that. No.
Yeah.
Don't love that you refer to Bobby Lashley as no brows.
I think of people in pictures.
I do know you do that.
So it's not really meant to be like a mean thing, but like that's how I have to say things out loud.
It's not meant to be a mean thing.
It's not meant to be a mean thing.
First time you call someone no brows, I'm sure they love that. I like that. I like that choice though. That fits more into my universe with the diversity that I have in my universe. But I do like Bobby Lashley makes a solid.
Right? Couldn't you imagine him?
Yeah, I mean,
because he doesn't have to have the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Braun Strowman is Bane.
Oh yeah.
Right, with all those wires and stuff hanging out of him, they're fucking like imposing.
I think.
I mean, now we're just throwing wrestlers out and casting them.
The one who was Selena Vega and La Fantasma Fantasma. What's his name? The big Mexican guy. I can't think of his name right now.
Why can I not think of his name right now?
Exactly. I can't think of his name either. Him.
What is Bane?
Bane. Yeah, shave his head.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
Bane is the one with the...
None of the people in that group are big.
The Mangasma Fantasma guy,
He's little.
But he's like muscular.
Yeah, but Bane was big.
But you can like shoot them up like they do Tom Cruise.
I mean, you have Braun Strowman already. Like, you don't need to shoot him up. He makes everybody look small. Mr. Freeze, Omos would work as a Mr. Freeze too. Because Mr. Freeze didn't have a ton of personality. He's kind of like a scientist and whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Whatever. You guys let us know if y'all have anybody else that you think should have been on the list.